Rain lashed against the bus windows. Mira barely looked up from her phone. She was alone, the only passenger on the late-night route. Streetlights blurred into streaks of color as the bus rumbled through the city. A chill ran down Mira's spine, but she dismissed it as the cold air from the leaky window. She scrolled through her phone, trying to ignore the uneasy feeling that had settled in her stomach.
Just a few more stops.
A man stepped onto the bus, his face hidden in the shadows of a hooded jacket. Mira glanced up, then quickly back at her phone. He didn't choose a seat. Instead, he remained standing near the front, his gaze fixed on Mira. She tried to ignore him, but his silent scrutiny made her skin crawl. He was like a shadow, a phantom that had materialized from the storm outside. Mira's heart pounded in her chest.
Why is he staring at me like that?
The bus rumbled on. Mira stole furtive glances at the man. He hadn't moved, his eyes boring into her like a hawk stalking its prey. His stillness was unsettling, unnatural. Every time she tried to catch his eye, he would shift his gaze slightly, as if he knew she was watching him.
This is getting creepy.
Mira's stop was approaching. She pressed the button, the signal echoing through the empty bus. But the bus didn't slow down. It sailed past her stop, accelerating into the night. She pressed the button again, this time holding it down. Still the bus continued, its headlights cutting through the pouring rain. Panic began to rise in Mira's chest. Something was wrong, terribly wrong.
No, this can't be happening. Excuse me, I think you missed my stop.
The man didn't react. He continued to stare. Mira's fear morphed into anger.
Hey, I said you missed my stop.
The man didn't flinch. He didn't even seem to blink. That's when Mira noticed it. The driver's seat was empty. The bus, hurtling through the storm, was being driven by no one. A scream caught in Mira's throat. The air grew thick with terror. This couldn't be happening. It was impossible. Yet here she was, trapped on a runaway bus with a silent, watchful stranger and an empty driver's seat.
Oh my God, this isn't real. It can't be real.
The man took a step closer. His hand shot out, lightning fast, and grabbed her wrist. Mira gasped, trying to pull away. He tightened his grip, his touch cold and lifeless. Then, with his other hand, he opened a worn leather briefcase. Photos spilled out, scattering across the bus floor. Photos of Mira, photos of her at home, at school, at the park. Photos she had never seen before.
What is this? Let go of me!
The bus screeched to a halt, throwing Mira forward. She looked up. The rain had stopped. They were at a deserted bus stop, shrouded in an unnatural fog. A sign read, "Terminus." The man released her wrist and pointed a long, bony finger towards the fog-choked unknown.
This is where you get off.
His voice was like dry leaves crunching underfoot. Mira wanted to scream, to run, to do anything but step into that swirling mist. But she knew, with chilling certainty, that she had no choice. This was her stop. This was her fate.
No, this can't be happening.
Her name, she now realized, wasn't Mira. It was never Mira. It was just a name she'd been given, a role she'd been playing until this moment, until she arrived at her final destination.